we want to do a video to talk about one of our favorite brands, Uncle Harry's. Hey everybody, I'm TQ, otherwise known as Anthony Qayyum.
Hi, I'm Abdul Qayyum. Sometimes they call me Papa Q. It's the first time you and I are doing a video together. It's usually
In a while, in the modern era.
Yeah, I was going to say, because Jeffrey and I have done quite a few, so people know me. Of course, they know I'm the star. Anthony is very special because he's my firstborn.
The store is your first baby. It slightly predates me.
But Mom was pregnant with you when I bought it, so the store, how could I have gone wrong? 73 was a great year.
Thanks, folks. Obviously, you can tell it's a family business. Not to jump off of that, but just to talk about Uncle Harry's, part of the reason why we love it is that it is a family business.
And Harry sort of looks like me, I've not met him, of course. I went to see him. So Harry and I have a lot of things in common. He actually spoke phrases in Urdu to me, and he's quite a remarkable man. He has a farm. I went to visit him, and he has a farm in Seattle, in the city almost. It's amazing. I couldn't believe it. He walked up to the fence. These cows come running to him. I mean, it was like his pet horses or pet dogs. These cows were just, each one has a name. He talked to them.
And you said that there were Hindus coming over to see the cows from Microsoft.
A lot of people from Microsoft offices, they're Indians, and they would visit, and I'd say, who are those people? And they'd say, well, they come to pay homage to the cows, because it's a sacred animal to them.
It's awesome.
So it was. I was all choked up. I think he was a perfumer at one point. He speaks French. He made perfumes. He's got some sort of chemistry. He likes to dabble in things. And from what I know, he had some problems with his teeth. They told him it was going to cost him tens of thousands of dollars to get whatever work he needed.
Tooth and gums, right?
Tooth and gum and all kinds of problems with his mouth. And he said, I'll be damned if I'm going to pay them. And he made formulas using oils, essential oils and clays and all the things like colloidal silver and things that are in his toothpaste. And he cured himself. He's so proud of it. He showed me. He said, I didn't need any of the procedures,
They have products of all sorts, but oral care is sort of what they became most known for. It was like the first time we ever saw the products, we're like, what are these like green glass jars? And they're kind of, it's a kind of a bright garish green. And we were unsure what to make of it, but we tried them and we loved them.
And all of a sudden it was like, my God, that's the best thing ever.
Yeah, and it was like in our store, it took off. We got to know them. So the brand is now run by some of his children. So it's a family business. It's blown up.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I think that the first thing to say is that I could never have imagined the amount of these little glass jar toothpaste that we would sell and how strongly people would, including myself, would feel about them.
Yeah, pretty much they can't make enough for us. Why is it so good?
Yeah.
Traditionally in this country and the Western world, toothpastes have been foaming agents. They put sodium lauryl sulfate, all those products, saccharin and things. They really don't do anything for therapeutic as far as I'm concerned. So we have this thing where it suds, so we think it cleans it.
It suds, it's minty, and it's also made more palatable by putting a bunch of sweetener. And if you look in your toothpaste and you use a standard kind of like toothpaste you buy at the drugstore, you're probably going to find artificial sweeteners or actual glycerin in there, which is pretty odd that you'd put a sugar inside, right? Inside something that you're sort of using to fight against all the sugars that you eat all day long.
Well, we've always imported European toothpaste, right? So like the Periodontax, the one they sell here in this country is just, I got some samples from the dentist's office yesterday. It's same as every other toothpaste out there, but the Periodontax in Germany is a totally different substance, It has all these herbs and oils and...
So the idea of a toothpaste that would actually do something to rebuild your enamel, to fight against bacteria, and to freshen your breath and basically...
And have just enough abrasiveness from bentonite to just clean the tooth.
Without damaging.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, you really want to take care of your teeth, and you also want to take care of your gums. Bentonite clay, calcium carbonate, colloidal silver water, so that's going to prevent microbial growth, sea salt, And then you have these alkalizing ionic minerals, mustard seed powder, menthol, and essential oils of peppermint, eucalyptus, clove, anise, wintergreen, and oregano.
Oregano, my God, oregano is such an awesome substance.
Yeah.
I love oregano oil. And
So let's talk about what it tastes like.
oh,
So this is what I will say. I am addicted to it. I think I can't imagine going back to like a crappy sweet blue toothpaste. But for someone who might be coming from that world, what you can expect is very, very strong essential oil. So I say this is the anise toothpaste. The other strong one is the peppermint, and the peppermint is probably the best seller. I used to describe it as if you're used to a normal drugstore toothpaste, using the Uncle Harry's peppermint for the first time, you can actually see the ice crystals coming out of your mouth after you use it, forming in the air. That's how strong it feels. Yeah. You might hate it for the first day. You'll be like, whoa, this is weird for day 2 and 3. But by the end of 1 week, you will never go back to using a normal toothpaste again. And that is what has happened with almost everybody I've ever introduced.
Yeah. Look at how much we go through, peppermint being number 1. I love the peppermint, but Mom finds it a little too strong.
Yeah.
So we use anise. And so that way we don't have one for each of us, but...
the couple that brushes together, you know what they say. That's very sweet. So the toothpaste comes in about 5 or 6 different flavors. So peppermint, anise, which we've talked about.
Spearmint.
Then there's spearmint, cinnamon. There's a mild mint specifically to address what you talked about, which is for some people the peppermint's too strong. Yes. And then the kids one, which is I think kind of a variation of the mild mint, which I also appreciated because so many kids' toothpastes, when you look at the ingredients, they're just like, we don't want to give them anything that actually does anything. We just want to get them used to putting some crap in their mouth. So it's just like literally glycerin and foam and some sweetness. And you're like, this does nothing. And so I love the fact that their kids' toothpaste is actually like a mild adult toothpaste, just toned down for kids. It like actually does stuff. That's what you can expect. So it has a little bit of saltiness, a little bit of clay, and very strong essential oil flavors without any sweetness. And that's what takes a little getting used to. But once you do, I can't imagine anything else.
Yeah.